What's up, everybody? I'm on Toledo Bend, and I thought, shoot, you know, my last day of practice, I figure I'll run through and give you guys my setup on my boat as far as electronics goes. And I'm going to tell you kind of how what I like about each individual graph I've got. I've got Humminbird, Lowrance, and Garmin, and I have another graph which is really cool. I really want to probably talk the most about, but and kind of show you guys that. But yeah, let's run through this real quick. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see if you like it. See if you like my setup. You know, it's a fish catcher for sure. All right, so right here at the console, I have got a Lowrance, just a live or pro or whatever, and this is a Solix, Humminbird Solix, a 12. This is 12, and then right here I have my Garmin. This is the 8612. And there's a reason why I got it mounted here for my live scope, is because what I got in the front. But this is kind of the workspace. So why do I have a Lowrance? Well, honestly, there's a couple reasons why. Number one is I use it primarily for 2D. I like structure scan. In certain situations, deeper water situations, it shows fish better, in my opinion. But when I'm running around the lake, I like 2D. Also, I have a lot of waypoints and stuff on lakes that I have for Lowrance. I know you can put them on both or whatever, but I got them on Lowrance, a lot of my waypoints. But that's pretty much all I do with the Lowrance. The Garmin, the Humminbird, I like structure scan, or not structure scan, but mega side imaging. And that's really good for shallow water. So I got that one rigged up for shallow water fishing, scanning the side scans and finding like stumps and different stuff like that. Really good for here on Toledo Bend. And mapping. Okay, that's the other thing. Lowrance has good mapping in certain places, and certain places it has terrible mapping. In certain places, Humminbird has phenomenal mapping, like here on Toledo Bend. You can just look at the comparison here. It's just not that great. Like, you look at all this, it shows the gist, but it's pretty much terrible. Lowrance mapping is not good. In certain places, though, it is good. But Humminbird mapping, way better. So, gotta have Humminbird for the mapping. Primarily is why I have it. And I mark a few waypoints on there every once in a while. But most of my waypoints I mark over here on the Lowrance, okay? And that's pretty much it. I've got both of these graphs right here. I've got them in the front also, and I'm going to talk about those in a second. The Garmin 8612. I have this here because I have a NBT Marine up here in the front, and I run the two wires all the way through there to here to this graph, and it's basically mirrors the image, and it's touchscreen and everything up there, but it's basically doing everything this graph is doing. And I'm going to talk about some of those cool features. The other thing I run here in the boat is right here. This is really cool. This is a AquaView, and I can't remember which model, but it's got a little camera. You can reel it up. I've got it mounted here on a ram mount, and I can drop this camera down. All I got to do is go right here on my, you guys might not be able to see this very well, but all I got to do is go to vessel and go to video, and that camera works right there. And this is the camera sitting right here. So when I get up north, or if I get in some clear water places, even a little dingier water, I can drop this camera down, and it shows right up here on my graph while I'm idling around. I can look at fish. So that's really cool. AquaView. This one is the multi TI view. Let's see if let's look at this. That's the one right there. And it's really cool because you can reel this thing up really fast. Really pretty inexpensive. And so I got that mounted right there for easy access. I can drop down to 60 foot of water with that cord right there. And so that's pretty much it. Camera went wild. That's pretty much the setup right here in this area. Oh, the other thing I got, which is cool, I've got a brand new Voltix jack plate. And this is a really cool jack plate. My boat runs best at the jack plate at 2.75. So I've got that programmed right here on number 2. If I want to trim it up real fast, I just tap this. Tap memory 1 and it goes all the way up to the highest height. Just like that. I don't have to sit there and hold one of these sticks here, which I do have it on the tabs over here, but this is cool. If I want it down, I just hit the 3. So I got that thing set up perfect. Very easy to use. You find your height and then you just hold this memory down and my boat runs best right here at 2. I don't need my jack plate up, so I'm just gonna hit the 2.75 every time. Same spot. So you can find how fast your boat runs in the best spot, and you can save the memory. This is Voltix. It's a jack plate, hydraulic jack plate. It's right here. Right here in the back. That's it right there. Impulse. Voltix Impulse jack plate. I got the 12-inch on this boat. Of course, we got the power poles. And they're great. And we got the beautiful Mercury Pro XS right here. The beast. I love it. This thing just hammers down. Speed. It gets it. It gets it. All right, let's go to the front. If I can figure out how to work this camera. Good. Oh, there we go. All right, so here's the juice. This is the real wheelhouse up here. First thing I'll talk. Oh, I gotta turn that on. I got my camera still viewed up here. I got this thing set up. This MBT graph right here, it's a 16-inch graph. I went by and I saw Mitch. He's out of Texarkana, Arkansas. You should really look him up. This is a cheaper graph. Now, you have to have an 8612 or there's a box you can buy, but these graphs are actually pretty inexpensive. If you bought, that 12-inch back there, the Garmin, if you try to get in a 16, it's like $8,000 or something like that. Crazy, maybe even more. This one's not that expensive. It's maybe $2,500. I don't know. I don't want to say the price. I can't remember exactly what it is. But yeah, this is the juice right here. So I'll start here with Lowrance. Again, same thing. If I mark a waypoint here, it'll go to the back. Use a little bit of 2D in the front, but pretty much nothing. Just pretty much for marking waypoints. And then I've got all my mapping right here for my Hummingbird. And the other thing I have that I love, and I'll pull this trolling motor up right here. And of course, I've got the new Minn Kota Ultrex. I actually have the Power Pole Move trolling motor too, and it's really good. The Move is really good. I'm actually probably going to put that on when I go to Florida. But this one to me is just kind of the best for live scoping. But the Move is my second pick. But I really like this trolling motor, the Minn Kota trolling motor. I've got my 360 right here mounted. I got my live scope right there, and that's pretty much it. So I use this Hummingbird up here particularly just for 360. That's all I need it for. 360 and to look at a little bit of mapping. So that's pretty cool. But that's all they have that there for. And then the HDS 12, yeah, we talked about that. Okay, let's put the trolling motor down, and I'm going to show you guys. So I went and talked to Mitch, and I stopped in there on my way before I came down the fork, and he has got, let's see if I can zoom in on my live scope here. See if I can work this camera. Oh, there we go. A little crooked. I don't really know how to fix that. That's not bad there. But this thing is dialed in. Now, I'm going to tell you, he has some settings on this graph that is, you can't do with other graphs. It's not like, it does enhance your life scope and make it better. This one right here is probably my favorite. I'm going to use this the entire time I'm here because I'm going to be fishing around grass. And this one here really shows, come on camera. This one really shows, like when you're in the grass, it shows the really good detail in between, you know, in the blades of grass and everything. Let me just zoom out a little bit, or zoom in. But he's got some settings, and it's got a little remote control to it, and I can go in. Now this graph is full on, just let me zoom out. This graph is full on touchscreen. So you can tap it, work it just like your Garmin back there in the back. I can do everything right here the same. It's identical. It's sweet. It's really cool. And so anyways, we'll go back to live scope. And so yeah, that's it. But I can't, whenever you guys, if you guys got any question on MBT Marine, I can show you some of the stuff that he does in some of the different settings. But basically you're turning, you can turn your gain like real high, and then you can I don't even know. He did it for me. I need to learn more about it, but it's really pretty cool. Shows fish phenomenally. Of course, oh, there's one right there. See if I can zoom in there. That's a little too much, Joe. Look at there. Actually, that's a little bait ball. That right there, do a little live scope lesson real quick. See how like glittery and flittery that is? That's not a fish. It's not very hard return. It is just a little ball of bait is what that is. So there's one out there. That'll be a bass. Out there suspended. Ooh, I don't know if I can run this thing and catch that fish. I could try though. Let me get my spinning rod. I'm gonna mess this camera up. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Got my little shake and bake rig. All right, here we go. See if I can one-hand a fish in the boat. Ooh, there he is down there on the bottom. Let me zoom in here. Right down there underneath the boat. Let's see. I don't think I can do this with one hand, guys, but I'm trying. I don't see the fish. I need to move. Let me reel in here. Yeah, I'm filming. There's one of these guys in my tournament. He's looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm filming my practice on Toledo band. Oh, here, look, there's a couple out there. See them out there? Could be catfish. We don't know. Hard to tell. But they look hungry. There's two of them. They look real big. See if I can make a good cast here. Boys and girls, this is not easy. No, that was short. All right, let me reel in. This is gonna be a terrible video for y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See if I can do it though. It'd be cool if I can get it done. Let's see if I can get it done. But you see how good those fish looked on the graph? Oh yeah, they're probably bass. Look at them around that shad. Big old ball of shad right there. Could be catfish. They're down in that shad. Two of them. Big old fatties. See them right there? In the shed. And they're on the bottom. Probably should pick up the drop shot. What do you think? Maybe they'll come up real quick. Let's see if I made a good cast. I'm a little far. I'm a little far. I'm trying to reel, guys. I'm working on it. They're coming back. They're coming towards me. See? I can't do it. I'd have to have somebody filming for me here. To be honest with you guys. I'm trying my best though. Trying my best to get it done. Look at that shad. That is a ball of shad. Biggin. I just couldn't get it done. I'll slide over here real quick. See if I can find a fish for you. There's one right there. Kind of swimming up. Oh, we might be able to connect with that. Come on, reel, reel, reel. Is he gonna eat it? He's all over it. I can't reel, guys. No. That's a big old fat looking fish. But I don't think it's a bass because I'm all up in his wheelhouse and he's just swimming away. See, you can't catch them all on live scope. You can't. But it's better when you got two hands. All right, there it is. The 2023 rig. Let's reel this rod up real quick. Pretty cool, man. I'm loving it. I got it set up for live scoping. Obviously, you know, I mean, it's just part of the game nowadays. It's what we're doing. And trying to figure out how to get some of these fish to bite here. They look like they're big jizzies. Big ones. All right. I appreciate you guys following. That's all I got. See you later.